Welcome, Libra and Libra cross watchers, to your reading for this week. So we have the Ace of Cups here. That's interesting. So the Ace of Cups usually talks about, an offering of love, or at least the opportunity for it to be there. And you know that it's there, but I feel like there is a ton of toxic stuff holding you back. If you've ever seen Game of Thrones and Battle of the Bastards, um, when Jon Snow starts to kind of almost get trampled, and he starts climbing up, and then he's half of his body is out, but he still is being held back. That's kind of what it feels like. It's like there's this certain amount of fighting that you've been able to do, and it's like, and you can just about reach it. It's almost like you're coming up for air. Sorry if this deck looks kind of shoddy. It's the first tarot deck I ever bought, so it's a little older. So we have the Princess of Coins, or that would be the Page of Pentacles. I'm kind of getting this feeling where you may not know quite what's on the other side of this. No, that's not right. You know exactly what's on the other side of this. It just feels like it feels like one of those things where you are like, you kind of can't win, if that makes sense. Like you wake up, you got to go to the bathroom, you stub your toe. That hurts. You can't find the light switch. That's annoying. You walk in, there's a towel there, you almost slip and fall. Like it's just one of those kinds of things. It feels like you are, whatever's happening, you're definitely not taking it personally, but it is still drowning you. And I feel like you're kind of looking around like, I don't care if I have to start fresh. I just want to have a new start. Like, that's not too much to ask. That's the type of energy that I'm getting here. Can we get one for... So we have the Hermit. I feel like there's somebody in your life. So often the Hermit talks about going into that cave and, kind of reassessing and learning about yourself. What I'm feeling here is somebody has really done a lot to guide you, and they've taken you as far as they can take you. It's like maybe you were in a very dark place at one point in time, and somebody got you out of there. They got you to the mouth of the cave so you could get out, but they're not leaving with you. And I feel like you know that. I almost said that you know that this person is selling themselves short, but that's not actually. It's almost like that may be what you would normally fall back into thinking. Like it would just be like a knee-jerk reaction. But I feel like with this, they're doing something that requires a resilience that even you are willing to admit that you don't have. You know what I'm saying? It's like facing what this person has to face every day. You couldn't do it and you wouldn't want to. But it's like, but if they weren't there, you would have had a much harder time trying to muddle your way out of whatever you were in. And you know that. So there is quite a bit of grateful energy coming off of you, but very little trust. It feels like this person may have a certain duality about them, that they are, it's like, as long as you stay on their good side, great. But I feel like you were looking at the situation like it was only a matter of time before the two of you butt heads. Because despite the fact that you were in a very tough place and they helped you out of there, you know, you're just as strong as they are. Make no mistake about that. It's that type of an energy. We got one more. For heaven's sake. Princess of Swords, or that would be the Knight of Swords. Or sorry, so I guess that would have been the Knight of Pentacles. It still feels the same. So I just wanted to make sure that because I named this card wrong, that I wasn't like misreading things. So anyway, so we have the Princess of Swords, and in this deck, it literally says like the cold hard truth. It feels like you're being, I hate to say this, I feel like you're being punished for having been the person that stood up and said it. You're the one that told the truth. Everybody already knew it, and you're the one that's suffering for it. But it's not this energy of like you feeling, you know, sorry for yourself or bad about yourself. You know that it's going to pay off on the other side. You know you're going to get to that other side because you're not going to give up, so you're going to get there. It's the type of energy where like you're in a really tough spot, and I feel like probably most of you, if not all of you, can, you know, understand or empathize with this if this isn't where you are right now. But things are coming at you so fast. It's kind of like you just put your head down and you barrel through whatever's going on in life, and like you'll put your head up and consider it all and deal with it all later. You just got to get through it. It's that Winston Churchill saying, if you're going through hell, keep going, right? Because otherwise you're stuck there. And I feel like I've said this already, but you certainly have no intention of staying where you are. I feel like there's this absolutely gorgeous energy. So the moon talks about, you know, the unknown, the unseen. And I feel like that type of energy, things coming, not out of the woodwork, but being unexpected, seems to bring you a lot of joy right now. It's almost like good or bad, you're just enjoying when those sorts of things come along. You might be somebody that you can, like you're always listening, if that makes sense. Or you're very perceptive and you pick up on those little, you know, those little facial expressions or little bits of body language. So you kind of already know what people are going to do. You have a feeling. And so it's like when somebody surprises you, you learn something because it's like you realize that you missed something. So you can go back and figure out what that was. However, I feel the need to reiterate that you are not doing that right now. You are getting out of here. And there's this type of energy where like, yeah, you want to get out. It's actually really gorgeous. But you're not afraid of having to be there as long as you have to be there to get out. It's really gorgeous. So I think I'll leave it there, Libra. If this reading resonated, I hope it was helpful. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.